Recording.
50,000 rupees if you record this video.
Take this house and let it be a place you dwell where your spirit speaks. We look ahead to what you'll do, and oh Lord, is take us, God, and raise us up, a Jesus-seeking generation. Equip us now for the work ahead as we follow you. This is your house. Oh, this is your house.
Hello, world. What's up, listeners? Welcome back to the House Podcast. We are so glad you are here. It has been a minute for both of our faithful listeners. We're so glad to be back. And man, we did not plan to take a break for the majority of the summer. It was not something we intended to do. Every week we were like, yeah, we'll get around to the podcast. We're going to make it happen. And it was so much busier of a summer than we anticipated. Thus, we did not record basically any podcasts since I think the last one was May 31st.
It was crazy.
So here we are, the first Tuesday in August, getting back on the grind. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. If you don't know me, my name is Caleb, and this is my co-host.
Chiefy.
Yeah. Back in the saddle.
Woohoo.
We also have a special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Noah. I'm part of the youth group here at Calvary Chapel, Brandon, and I'll be happy to be joining you today.
Yeah, this is the man, the myth, the legend, Noah Doss. Doss, right?
Woo. Yes.
Yes. Someone told me the other day your last name was Haas, and I thought I had been mispronouncing it the entire time.
I'm not German.
You're a bit too small for
Noah
that.
Haas. Yes, no. You're not German? Really? No idea? Okay, just kidding. Man, it's good to be back, guys. I'm excited to be here. I think we got a great topic lined up in the queue. I will say, for those of you who are watching on the YouTube video format, you can probably tell by the fisheye lens we are not on the usual camera. Part of that is just technical setup issues. We're not sure where the camera is at the current moment.
Yeah.
The other side of it is sometimes less is more. So just one single GoPro angle, hey, it might be exactly what we need. I think it's looking good from this end. Yeah.
Excellent.
You also might notice from a microphone standpoint, I hope the quality sounds fine, but we are making it work because I left the other microphones in my house.
Basically, we forgot everything today.
Yeah, Chiefy normally has the camera stuff. I normally have the audio stuff, and we both decided 5 minutes ago we were going to do this. No, just kidding. We got up. Noah here today. Yeah! Noah, in our usual fashion for the podcast, what is something about you that not many people know?
Well, I'm Indian.
Oh my goodness, what?
No
way, me too? What part?
I think many people could probably learn that about you pretty quickly. What else you got?
Like you're making it.
Well,
I don't think anybody knows that, bro.
I would consider myself like relatively still new to the youth group because, I mean, when I first came here, it was like more like a thing that my dad dragged me to.
Really?
Yeah, really, because I was still kind of mad that we left home because I used to live in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area.
Wow.
And everybody I knew there wasn't there. So then when we moved here, it took us a couple years just to like get into the mix of things, the life, meeting new people. So then when I first came here, I was like really shut in. I think the first time I went to youth was like probably my 4th or 5th time here because I just went to the main service every single time.
Right.
And then
I remember a little bit of that. But
I didn't know that.
yeah, getting into the mix of things of just the church and stuff. Since me and my dad probably didn't go to church for a while before then. because we're still like getting used to the life here.
Yeah.
And just being here is just a great blessing to me. Great
Nice.
blessing for my dad, so that we can have like a community to be a part of.
Amen.
Oh, that's
Amen.
beautiful. Wow, I love that.
Couple of other things about you. So your dad is a chef in way,
Mhm.
shape, or form. Cooks many a meal here at the church. Hooked us
Amazing
up with
meals.
some incredible breakfast burritos this morning. And then what was it you were just telling me you were eating at lunch?
Homemade fried rice.
Homemade fried rice, bro.
sounds good.
God bless.
He's the sole reason why, when I stepped on the public scale the other day, I thought I gained 500 billion
oh my
pounds.
goodness. Yeah, I would attribute
Yeah.
some of that
You
to
see
him.
that? Some of
it's-
that.
Some of it's just your.
Some of it's just my
Embracing it.
massive brain growing bigger and
Uh,
bigger every day.
Another thing, Noah, you play soccer, right? We were just talking earlier. I got to drop you off for soccer practice later today.
My main sport's actually basketball. This is gonna be the first time I'm playing competitive soccer.
Okay.
I see it more as like a fitness
So
thing.
you're Curry with the shot.
And he makes curry too.
Oh, quite literally Curry with the shot, bringing it all together. I love it. That's one phrase to describe my guy, Noah. Curry with the shot in the most literal way. That's incredible. Shout out to my homeboy, David Abraham. It's been a while since jokes like this have surfaced in this youth house. And yet, here we are. Some things never change. Incredible. Well, that's Noah. If you didn't know him, now you know
Mm-hmm.
a few things about him. Basically, he determined he's Indian. He likes to eat. Basketball is his main sport.
Oh.
Curry with the shot, in summary. Awesome.
Noah in a nutshell.
Noah in a nutshell. I like it.
Ta-da.
Wow. There's all kinds of material to work with for a title here. All right. With that, let's go ahead and transition into our theological conversation for the day today. Basically, I titled this discussion, Private School Christianity. Okay? Noah and I were talking a little bit. Chiefy and Noah were talking, and Noah, correct me if I'm wrong, you go to a private school, correct?
Yes. Providence Christian School in Riverview.
Very nice. I wasn't going to say it just in case. I don't know why I wouldn't, but, you know. And, yes, it's a private Christian school, right?
Yes.
I think we have a couple similar to yourself in our youth group who go to private school. We have a couple who go to public school, and if you remember, like we had John on the podcast not too long ago, we talked kind of about public school Christianity, him like being a Christian in that type of setting and what that looks like. The majority of our youth group is homeschool, right? So it kind of pulls back from both of those. I am curious on this episode to talk a little bit about maybe some differences between the three. I think it's appropriate, especially in light of this kind of being the first podcast in August. We're wrapping up the summer. We're headed back to school. It seems appropriate to kind of have a discussion on going back to school and kind of living out your faith, but it'd be nice to kind of mix it up a little bit and look maybe more at a private school setting. I grew up, I was homeschooled, from like pre-K through kindergarten, if that's actually considered homeschool. Kindergarten, I think, for sure could be. But some level of, like, preschool, homeschool type thing at home, definitely through kindergarten. Then first grade, I started going to a really small private school, and I did private school pretty much all the way through middle school. I only had 1 year in there where I went to a public school. And then for that 1 year, which was 6th grade, and then all of high school, I was in public school. So my personal experience, I have a little bit of exposure to all three, which I think can be good and conducive to us kind of hashing out some of the differences. We're primarily going to zero in on private school, but I think the contra opinion is, I think a lot of people in their minds when they think of private school, they think like, oh man, like Christian school, good school, everybody's Christian, everybody's got their faith. It'd be much harder to be in public school. And I would actually say, for me personally, and I think I told you this the other day, Noah, harder on the front end, easier in the long run, I thought, to be a Christian in a public school. Chief, I'd be curious with you. You had primarily public school experience, right?
Yeah.
I think it was easier on the front end to be a Christian at a private school, much harder in the long run to like really live that out. So I want to talk a little bit about that, but we'll get there. And then ultimately, yeah, like the other things I wanted to hear, kind of pressures of private school, assumptions of faith, and really just a little bit more about Noah. So Noah, how about you kick us off? Share with us a little bit about what it's like to be a Christian in a private school setting, and we'll see where the conversation goes from there.
So, one thing I want to start with is not everybody inside a Christian school is a Christian, which
No way! Oh my gosh.
a lot of people say that, but they don't know it to like what extent. Like it's insane. Like the things that especially inside my class, like especially with peer pressure. Peer pressure is a big thing to do with it because a lot of people want to be like a public school. Like I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I wish I didn't have to go here. I wish I could go to a public school."
Wow.
Even though like it is like a lot.
You guys have to wear
different.
uniforms. You have like grooming
we have-
standards, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we have like uniforms and stuff, and then it's an
You got to
entire
keep your
thing.
hair short. That was a big thing for me when I was in private school.
I'm pretty sure ours is just like you can't have it below the ear.
That's grooming standards. Are you allowed to have crazy colors and stuff like that?
Only natural hair colors, so like
Only
blonde,
natural.
black,
Yeah, that's what I'm
brown.
saying, bro. That's different. Public school, I was rocking a do-rag every day. So
Yeah. No way, me too.
Had purple underneath.
It's a different time.
Yeah. That's
Underneath the
crazy.
do-rag.
Yeah. So talk with me. So I'm tracking with you on that. Not everyone is. A lot of people who are there don't necessarily want to be there. Obviously, then, so not everyone in your class would be Christian, but would you even say like most are? Those who claim to be, are they pretty solid? Like, what's that dynamic like?
It's hard to say because I like even with myself, this like before I believe I was actually saved, the switch up like I would only be a Christian on Wednesday and Sunday.
Wow.
I feel like.
Yeah, coming to church.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
And in class, like, some people can like they would preach, they would talk the talk, but they wouldn't walk the walk. Like during class, they would be all upright, but then between classes, like inside the hallways and stuff, they would let loose,
Yeah,
as you could
yeah.
say. And
When
I
you
feel like
say that, like, you don't have to give me specifics, but like profanity, like
Yeah.
sexual humor, like, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I feel like, especially with me and my personal experience, I would change myself depending my surroundings.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
at school, I would like change to be like the quote unquote cool kids, as people would like call that. Over here at church before I was saved, or back at the church at home, I would like be all upright, all upstanding. Like okay, and then just different surroundings, different places. I would try to like fit my surroundings, try to fit in,
Nice.
which I think that was a big deal with me. I think they call it FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a huge deal with me. Like I really hated like the fear of like not being recognized as somebody who's worth being around.
Wow. That's heavy. You got any comments? I got some questions, but I don't want to dictate.
No, I feel I can relate to that a lot. I mean, even though I was in a public school, I think that the age group that you're talking about, being in high school, is a very like formative period of time when you're just trying to figure out like who are you? What are you trying to do? What are you called to be in every conversation, interaction? Are you the funny kid? Are you the serious kid? Or like and there is a temptation to conform to whatever's around you to try and be fit in. And I think it's beautiful that you're realizing this so soon, because it's when you really forget all that nonsense and really realize, oh, it doesn't matter who I am, it matters who Christ is and my relationship to him, that you really become the most that you can possibly be. I think that's beautiful, regardless of what institution that you're in. So
Yeah, that's super good, man. What would you say, Noah, prompted the change or made things click for you that like I can't just do this Sundays and Wednesdays, or I can't just be like that guy to I don't know, get like favor in the eyes of the teachers, or like favor, like what made you stop? Or and it's, I know we're all in that like process, but like what's giving you that realization of like, oh wow, I'm doing it and I probably should just commit and
Yeah.
be that way all the time? What's prompted it?
It was like a mix of things, like the realization, like just after I like decided to like lock in here, like notice around the people around me how they like. I don't think I've ever had like friends like here.
Wow.
Where they actually care about me and they don't like they're not nice, they're kind. Nice is where you're like patting them on the shoulder saying, "Oh, it's okay. You can do it's fine if you do that." That's being nice, but being kind is showing somebody where they're wrong.
Wow.
And especially with people I know here, I can name a lot off the top of my head. They just really helped me with that realization of like I'm a human.
Yeah.
I can do wrong, and I shouldn't feel like people will hate me if I just do something wrong.
Yeah. Wow.
And
That's really good. Wow.
it's just like the realization that if somebody does dislike me because of my faith and because I do the right thing, honestly,
Yeah.
that person doesn't care about me, and I probably shouldn't be listening to their opinion about me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm so glad you said that because I can relate too. Like when I was in private school, it's like I'm gonna be for real. I grew up here in this church, elementary, children's ministry type stuff. My dad's in the Navy, so when we hit like graduating 5th grade, going into 6th grade, my whole family and I moved to Virginia for a year. I went straight to public school, right? That was like the worst time in my life to do that because I feel like my faith was just starting to become like real to me, right? Not just like something I rolled off of the momentum of my parents. And when I was in 6th grade at a public school, like that's when like the first real wave of temptation came through on like, all kinds of stuff, right? Drugs, girls, even just like not doubts, right? Like not believing this, right? And by the grace of God, like I had a little bit of that like sheltered homeschool, private school kid like reputation at my middle school, and so I feel like a few people were, more hesitant to like try and achieve that. I also like the block that I lived on. There was like a Muslim kid on the corner and a Catholic kid next to me, so like it seemed appropriate for me to be like, no, I'm like the Protestant Christian kid. Like we all had our like identities, and so I think that was even a grace from the Lord of like me knowing who I was in contrast to like those two things that were around me, right? Oh no, we've lost our video feed.
Why is everything black? I can't see. Hey.
I'm gonna pass the baton and figure out the camera in a second. But so what I want to ask to that is, for me as well, youth group made like a huge difference in me determining like, oh man, like I want to live in light of the gospel. I want to let it change my life, and I want to do better. In contrast to like my private school being the primary motivator there. And so I guess kind of like the question I'm asking you, and feel free to, brainstorm this up a little bit as I get the camera back on, is like why isn't private school and like the school structure, that system, what is it that youth group is doing differently for you in contrast to maybe like chapel or, the things that a private school does to try and instill the same like character and love for Jesus? So talk about that for a second.
So about what youth group and chapel does different, I feel like the main difference is that, first of all, this youth group is relatively small. Only around 20 at max 30 kids on like a good Sunday. And I feel like you can get around and you can actually get to know the people around you. And my school is relatively small, probably like 150 to 200 kids, not that many people.
Right.
But I feel like when you get to know everybody on a personal level, like probably like the relationships I have with most of the people in my school is probably just skin deep, and not having that I don't know I forgot the word for it.
Have that like camaraderie or friendship,
Camaraderie with the other kids.
Yeah.
It can be like I won't trust, like I feel like I can trust them to a certain extent, but I can't really trust them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With my personal ordeals and everything that's been going on, a lot of people just don't like when you trauma dump on them, and that's one way to put it. And I feel like the youth group gets a lot more involved with the kids, and I'm not saying the school tries its best. The school is great. They do get involved with the kids a lot. We have regular like per se revivals in the school, and where they bring in a bunch of pastors. The youth pastor there, great guy, probably one of my favorite teachers in the school. And I feel like the missing link there is just the personal relationship between the students as well, and that the students aren't trying to bring each other up with the gospel.
Okay, that's beautiful. So, what I'm hearing is that the really the close friendships that you were able to develop here is what kind of, prompted you into pursuing the Lord in a serious manner and also being consistent in that. Is there like specific aspects of those relationships, like I don't know, like vulnerability or maybe like challenging or checking up on you, things that really helped you develop in your faith?
Probably when I realized that probably my first impression of this place was the people coming to greet me and the people like trying to get to know me.
Yeah.
Even though I may have looked weird or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything.
Wait, why did you look weird?
No, not
What did you do?
Walked in wearing that do-rag.
Oh my goodness. That's what started the friendship. So why did you remove it? Me and Caleb bonded with you.
But back to the story, I guess. I feel like, what was your question again?
I was like, what specific attributes of those friendships that really drew you into your relationship with the Lord?
I feel like the aspect that you may have done this, you may have done that, but the fact that they still love me, of course, as friends, even though I could have done something bad or embarrassing, something that could have embarrassed them. Yeah. And I feel like even if I went over and slapped Mike in the face, he may body slam me, but we'll be friends after that.
Just to be friends after that. Yeah. That's beautiful. So but, unconditional love and friendship.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the constant, like, even, like, I can name multiple people that if I'm down and, like, I'm not really, like, that talkative, I can name several people inside the youth group that will, like, actually, like, come to me and they'll help me through it. And the fact that whenever there's a conversation and they always put the aspect of God first in it, where we can be talking about something and the first thing that they're going to help me with is my faith.
Okay. That's beautiful. I love that with my whole heart. And I'm really curious on specifically when you say you said they challenged you too in your faith. Yeah. And sometimes they corrected you even when you were wrong. How was that done in a way that would not push you away from them or from the Lord, but actually drew you closer to both of them?
So one aspect of this was a few months earlier inside the year. I feel like before school ended. It was with me and one of my good friends here in the youth group. We were talking about a personal situation in my life, and I didn't necessarily do anything wrong, but I just needed guidance inside this one issue, and I felt like I could have done something better and I can do something better, but I felt like I was being too weak in what I was doing. And this individual, I don't know if I should name them, but they really helped me through it. They really pointed to God, and they didn't make me feel like I was the problem. They made me feel like I could be the solution, and I can be a part of the solution because obviously the only solution is Christ. But I can use Christ to help me with my problems.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So it was almost like encouraging you and reminding you of those truths.
Like even though if I messed up, even though if I did something wrong.
I love it. Okay, I have another question. What are some ways that private school hindered your faith, and how did you overcome it?
The way private school hindered my faith. See, the way the questions are like established, I feel like it wasn't the school itself. I feel like it was more
the environment. Sure.
The student body.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I feel like just peer pressure is a huge part of it. Like if you're not a part of this new trend, or if you're not doing something that's not cool right then you're just an afterthought. And I feel like
Wow.
if this like I honestly thought this once like my entire class claimed to be Christian,
Yeah.
and now that I'm seeing it, I don't like they might be an actual Christian, they just might be hindered inside their faith as well. But
Yeah.
this made me feel like, why would I want to hang out with these guys?
Wow.
And I felt like every single Christian I knew at the school, not every single one, but a lot of them, like their Christianity only went skin deep.
Wow.
Like, only showed when
Yeah.
it only was like needed to be shown.
Yeah. So in contrast, here you received love that encouraged you to become a better Christian. There, the goal was not to become a better Christian, but rather to be cool, to be accepted.
Yeah, that was probably I would say that was probably the goal of some of my years at the school.
Wow.
It's personally the teachers there are great. I love everything that they're doing. I love the teachers there. They're all great people.
Mhm.
It's that some of the students can be a little,
Yeah. Yeah, difficult. Yeah, for sure.
Let me hop in on that too real quick. I would just say, man, like I definitely didn't ask to posture it as though like the private school is the worst and youth group's the best. Like we're specializing in different things, right? Like I know from my time at private school, like there are academics, there is a agenda in a good way of like we've got to not only try to instill and build godly character and give healthy, positive, social outlets like we with sports and stuff like that. We also like have to teach academics. We have to like they're coming here for school. They're paying for school, So it's more about school in a good environment as opposed to like youth group is all about like teaching you the Bible, making, sure you guys can be vulnerable. We don't have to run as tight of a ship. And so I think that's an important thing to distinguish is like they do serve different purposes. And like even to what you asked, like private school hindering your faith. Like for me, the most challenging piece was being around like people who claimed, oh yeah, like we're Christians, we sit in chapel together, we learned. And then, like you're saying, like the moment we're in the hallway, like people are cracking inappropriate jokes and stuff that I felt like wasn't consistent with godly character.
And sometimes even I was a part of that, and I feel like this really just helped me like break out of that.
And see that you don't have to.
A goal, like a personal goal of this next year. Like I feel like I've been getting better every single year, but a personal goal of this year is to like not. Like be conformed against my classmates.
Yeah, and or hopefully like inspire others to be as bold as you are.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think that's a huge thing is like
that conditional love that you were shown prompted your pursuit of Christ. And man, like now that you've received that, that's an awesome opportunity, not only for you, but also, I mean, thinking for myself too, to encourage other people in the same way with unconditional love and encouraging to be a better person in Christ.
Leading by example, man.
Yeah.
So let me pivot, right? And I'm going to try to throw this up here. The GoPro is being tricky. We're going to be a little delayed on our audio, but it's going to kind of work here.
Fancy.
There we go.
Hey, what's cooking? Good looking.
Forgive me for how absolutely terrible this is. This is the photo booth app on my computer, which also is not plugged in, so we'll see how long we even have this up for. Maybe we'll be able to go back to the GoPro by then.
Hopefully.
It overheated, so it's I don't know why what's happening there. Anyways, what was I talking about? Leading by example, right? So like, I think you could foster the same change in your private school that you've experienced here by being a little bit more intentional, by showing other people, hey, you can be a real genuine Christian and it can be cool. And especially as you move into more of like upperclassmen status, like remind me how old you are again, Noah?
I'm 14. I'm going to be a freshman.
You're gonna be a freshman. Oh, so you are bottom of the totem pole. Oh, it's all good though. Don't worry about it.
In the high school scene.
Like, so in middle school, as an 8th grader, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've got a little bit more clout, and so if you model the, you set the standard for what's cool. And I know you don't do it alone, but you can motivate friends and others to hop on board. And I would say, still try when you get to high school. It's going to be harder because you're going to be, weenie sandwich at the bottom of the totem pole. But you kind of grow into that leadership role where you show, like, hey, truth is truth, this is cool, and this is what's good. And especially as a message or a takeaway for our listeners, like, a lot of you guys, I think, are returning to school shortly, whether it's high school, middle school. Some of you guys have recently graduated and you're going on to a different, phase of life, which is awesome. Once again, like, even from the bottom, you still can lead and show the love that you've been shown and make a difference that, sets up a standard of godliness that is attractive, and not in like like I'm attracted to that person, like that is desirable, I really think that is maybe something that private school in particular needs more of, is like, nobody has to be shy about speaking up about their faith in that setting because it's such a part of the culture and community, but showing, like, we're not just going to talk it, like, we're really going to live it out, and it really works, and this is really who I am, should not be an assumption, right?
Yeah.
Because so many people are not there. But I do think, and this is what I was saying with, like, public school, like, for me in public school, it's harder on the front end to get that out there, that I am a Christian, that I believe and, like, really believe and live by this, right? But once people understood it, they were like, oh, yeah, like, Caleb's that type of a guy. Like, don't invite him to this stuff, or don't expect him to go do these things, right?
They, like, respect you.
Yeah, harder on the front end, but easier in the long run, because once I had, like, clearly set my standard, like, things changed, right? And then I just became, like, the Christian kid. On the reverse side, like, you can say at a private school, like, oh, yeah, I'm a Christian and this is what I do. And then people, like, over time are like, oh, but do you really, like, we all kind of say that, And, like, there's that greater pressure over time to actually maintain it. And there's greater pressure and temptation to, like, fall into stuff because it's like, everybody's sitting there going, like, of course we believe that, of course we do that, and then just wait until the teacher's not looking, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's harder to maintain that in the long run because people don't respect the standard, because it does become like assumption,
It becomes more like a cover.
Yeah, like we're all here, so of course we all do that. Wink, wink, kind of idea, So craziness, man. Yeah, what else you got, TV?
That's just, I'm so proud of you, Noah. I think that's so beautiful.
Thank
you. So when would you say personally was the first time that you, like, or you could put like in a ballpark, what year was it that you really decided, as you put it, to lock into the Lord?
The day I was saved was July 17th, 2023.
Oh my goodness, okay.
And if I could describe the night, it was actually the first day of a camp.
Okay.
And I personally forgot the pastor's name, the guest speaker. He was a great guy. It was a huge bunch of kids, probably 500 to 700 kids there. Huge camp. It was inside the mountains, the wilds of North Carolina. Huge camp. And personally, throughout the first day, we had 2 sessions since we got there around noon. We had one right after we got back, and then one before we went to sleep. And the pastor really, like, every single day, he asked the same questions. Are you saved? And if you are you living your life for Christ? And if you said no to any of those questions, he asked us to go outside and the counselor would speak to us. And on the first night, something happened, I'm pretty sure. I had to go do something, so I had to go out of my seat, and then I probably missed maybe like a minute or two of the session, and I come back, and because, like, since it's a huge place and I don't want to, like, disturb people trying to get back to my seat, I just end up sitting by myself, and I'm sitting there alone with my thoughts, thinking about what the pastor's saying, and I'm really just contemplating is this really who I am? Like, am I a kid? Am I the kid who? Am I supposed to be the kid that makes everybody laugh and does embarrassing things and like talks a certain way so that I can like have better popularity? Am I supposed to be the kid that follows Christ? And I feel like that day was the day I realized that what I wasn't doing wasn't working.
Wow.
My way of switching between like characters per se, between each like situation. Like I would be a different person over in Miami with my family. I would be a different person here at home with my dad. I would be different person at church.
Yeah.
I'll be a different person at school. I'll be a different person in front of the teachers.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what I'm pretty sure that's exactly what the pastor was talking. I'm pretty sure he was talking about appearances versus actual like our inside.
Yeah.
No, let me just say this, and we'll start to wrap this up. And we got the camera back. What's that?
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Chiefy said, we're proud of you, and hearing about that change in you and how it kind of clicked is incredible and encouraging to know, because I love everything that you just said, which is you were at kind of that awkward, identity-less searching point. You found that community and genuine kindness and love here in this place. And we've already exhorted once that now you can be a leader in taking that to your school. I think it's also important for us to remember as a youth group that we just had most of those kids that you're thinking of and identifying by name move out.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, you're a 9th grader, but you are probably upperclassmen within our youth group, even though you quote unquote said I'm newer to it, because
A lot of people.
we just lost like 11 people, I think, from the senior class. We have only 2 or 3, maybe 4 in the junior class. And then it's like 9th and 10th, there's a bump, and there's a lot of middle schoolers, right? So I think you're going to be a part of the next generation that helps cultivate that same environment, same sense of love and belonging for all these brand new 6th and 7th graders that are moving up, and for kids who come in and out of this youth group. And I want this to continue to hold that role.
Wow.
And so for you and for many who are hopefully listening to this, who have maybe been here for a minute, and hey, maybe you are like that brand new 6th grader that's just getting plugged in, but you're already picking up some of this. Like, this is special to be that safe haven, to be more of that in reach, receive, fill. And once again, like, you set the standard for what's cool. All eyes are on you as these kids move in. And so own that responsibility, because you can do for others what has been done for you. And there's a very big biblical principle behind all that.
And you're so young, bro. And I'm just so amazed. And praise,
You're so
praise,
young.
praise the
So
Lord.
young.
Just praise God, because that's beautiful. You went from being a follower to a leader. And now the Lord's going to use
whether
you in
you
that
want
capacity.
to or not, bro. You got that sense of belonging, and now it's time to start giving that back. You know, and the youth group is going to need that, because we a bunch of old unks, you know, run this thing. Look at the beard on that guy. Are you kidding me?
It's a squirrel. I shaved it.
Noah's giving me a hard time as we're walking in to record this podcast. I'll be using trendy slang because I said the word cooked. Little does he know I meant it in the most literal fashion.
Yes. I literally cooked my butt cheeks.
God bless. All right, with that,
Sitting on the stove.
there's the title. I cooked my... No, I'm just kidding.
I burnt my buns.
We are going to now move into a game. All right, so let me grab these. All right, here's how it works. Chiefy, I'm going to move your agua.
How dare.
Your
My what?
water source.
My fountain of living water.
Yes. And then we each have
It is a fountain that will run dry, but it will take a long time to do
one
it.
of these. Oh, you have a pen. You don't want the brown Sharpie?
Oh, I want that brown Sharpie. Oh, how fitting. Let me see.
Chill.
For me,
All right.
I want the brown Sharpie, I said.
Here's how we're going to play this, y'all. If you can see on the camera, it's a lovely, colorful windmill that has all of the letters of the alphabet on it. Here's what we're going to do.
Uh-oh.
It's going to start with me. I'm going to have a 5-second counter on my phone.
The final countdown. Yeah, and that's how we know we are unks.
Okay.
Donkey's my favorite.
Donkey? What is
I
it?
said Rocky.
like-
I said Rocky.
Donkey.
I know.
Rocky is Eye of the Tiger.
What?
Okay. 5 seconds. Okay, here's how it works. Person, place, or thing from the Bible. I'm going to hit start. I have to pick any of the letters, but give a person or place or a thing that starts with that letter from the Bible. I will then, once I say it, mark it off, and one of you can pick any. It doesn't have to be sequential, anything. The next letter, we're going to see if we can get through the whole thing.
Okay.
So we are both trying to work together to complete the entire circle, and yet also working against each other, because if I stump you with, you don't get one answered in the 5 seconds.
You're cooked.
Look at this guy. We
I
ain't
got
unks.
it.
All right, here we go. So I'll start it off nice and easy. Start 5 for Abraham. Okay, nice. Stop.
Okay, so
Um,
I don't spin.
Right.
I just choose one and
Yep,
mark
but I'm
it
going
off.
to hit 5, and then you got to go. Ready? Here, I'll do 7 because it's going to take a minute to, like, undo, redo. Really, you're getting 5. All right, here we go. And go.
Caleb.
Nice. Okay, now you go.
Ooh, he got that. Okay, bread of life.
Wait, what the? Hold on.
He put C instead of K.
Oh, it's spelled with
he
the C in the
spelled- No,
Bible.
he spelled the C, Caleb. You're
I
right.
wanted to do the K,
Oh,
but then I thought
That's good. All right,
That's a
nice. I like it.
weirdo. Spelled it weird.
So you did bread of life, so
Yes.
you marked out the B. Okay, now I'm on here. This is supposed to just,
Be super
rapid.
fast.
Here's what we're going to do. Let's just go super fast, and if someone's dilly-dallying, then I'll hit the timer. Deal?
Okay.
Because right now we're cooking. We're doing
Yeah,
good.
we're doing
All
good.
right, so you said bread of life. Okay, I'm going to go D. David. Okay, Chiefy, you're up. 5,
Xerxes.
4.
I
Nice.
was gonna say that
Okay, Noah. 5, 4,
Wait,
Three,
wait. Rebecca.
2. Okay, nice. Me. I'm gonna go with Eglon. All right, Chiefy. 5, 4,
Nahum.
3, 2. Nice. Noah. 5,
Oh.
4,
Oh.
3,
Wait.
2.
Wait, didn't you go? It wasn't his turn?
Yeah, it was my turn.
Oh, I skipped you.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
skipped
When
him.
did I skip you?
It was.
I
Chiefy,
went, and then you were like, you just went, dingus.
No, you just went after me.
No, he goes
No.
before you.
I go.
No,
I go after
you
you.
went.
I said, what did I say? I said Nahum. I went,
I did.
oh, wait,
yeah.
did you already do end? Did somebody already do end?
No, you. That's what I'm saying. I just scratched out your end.
Oh.
I just was making sure it was
Oh.
actually scratched
Okay.
out. I didn't say anything. It was
Oh,
messed
I
up.
thought he picked one and said something. Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Okay.
All right,
It's
Noah's up. 5,
My bad.
Jeroboam.
4. Okay, nice. Now me. Oh crap. Water. Okay. Chief,
Ophrah.
5, 4, 3. Okay. Yep. All right, Noah, you're up. 5. Wait. Why did you do P? That's the O.
Oh.
P is still in the game.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay,
5,
where's the
4,
Y?
3,
Oh yeah. Yeshua.
2. Ha! That'll do. All right, my turn. Crap. 5, 4. Hope. All right, Chiefy.
Isaiah.
5, okay, nice.
Zechariah.
Oh my goodness. My turn. 5, 4. Timothy. Nice.
Gershon.
5, 4.
Sarah.
Oh my goodness. 5, 4. The sons of Korah. Okay. All right. 5,
Doesn't that start with an S?
4.
Sons.
Korah.
Okay.
He's a person. All right,
Yeah.
TV's up. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Uphaz.
What did you say?
Uphaz.
Up.
That's a place.
Okay.
Pause.
Let's check this.
We gotta check that
Let's
out.
fact check this.
Up. How do you even spell that?
I think it's UP.
Up has what in the world?
Yep.
Chili.
Okay.
Up
Okay.
has.
Okay.
All right. Whatever. All right. Here we go. No, you're up. 3,
Malachi.
2. Oh, nice. That was the M. Okay. My turn. 5, 4. What even is left? Fire.
That's fair. Kirjath Jearim.
What?
Oh, wait, no, it's spelled with
That's
a-
a K.
That's a K. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No. Ah! Oh,
I
That's
had one for V as
crazy.
well.
Wait,
I had
so
victory
V-
for
I was
victory.
gonna say
Oh,
victory for V
victory.
as well. That would be good.
You just said
V
Uphaz.
and Q.
What
So
about
V
Q?
and
What were you
Q.
doing about Q?
So V.
Quail. Quail would have been in the Old Testament. You could have run with that.
It's starting to get hard to realize which
No,
ones are
yeah,
which.
it was. All right, we got that's pretty good, right?
Okay,
That's
that's pretty good.
All right, little test run there. All right, we're gonna do another one. All right, this one. Let's make it a little harder, but nothing crazy. We can do the same thing, but on. Should we do strictly Old Testament or strictly New Testament?
I think Old Testament. I would say Old Testament.
Probably a little
Like
more to
Old
work
Yeah,
with.
Old Testament.
All right, you just got to think a little bit more about it. All right, Old Testament, you start it. I'll count down, but when I'm going, you got to count me down because I can't do both counting on that. All right, here we go.
Okay.
You're up. Pick a letter. 5, 4,
Nahum.
3, 2. Nahum, good.
Abraham.
5, 4. Okay,
Adam,
good.
I'll say Adam since we already said Abraham.
4,
David.
3, 2.
All right, you're up. 5,
Satan.
4. Nice. All right, Noah. 5,
God.
4. Nice. That's
That's
awesome.
pretty good.
All right, me. Gosh, Old Testament. What in the world? Caleb. All right, you're up.
Isaiah.
5, 4. Nice.
Joshua.
Nice. Korah. All right. 5,
Zebulun.
4. Nice.
Yeshua.
Yeshua. Nice. There you go.
Again.
5, 4. Me, Barak. That's with Deborah. 5,
Xerxes.
4. Nice. He is Old Testament. There you go. Noah. 5.
Water.
4. Water.
Yeah.
Nice.
5.
Oh my
4,
goodness.
3.
Oh no. Oh no.
2,
Oh no. Oh no.
1.
No way.
I couldn't think of anything.
Look at all that. You have,
So
giving you a
hard.
little
you have
more
H,
time.
Hosea, F.
Dude,
Alright.
there's a, yeah, I
Do we keep
literally,
going? Or is
you
that
two
it?
keep going. I'm out.
Okay.
I'll just count. Here we go.
All right.
5,
It's you, turn.
4.
Rahab.
Nice. 5,
Hosea.
4. Nice. 5, 4, 3,
Oprah.
2. Nice.
Ephraim.
5.
Perez.
Nice. 5.
Victory.
4. Nice. 5, 4, 3.
Fish.
That works.
Upis.
5, 4. Wait, is that in the Old Testament?
It was.
Dadgummit. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Terra.
1. Nice.
Quail.
Did we get it all?
We got it all.
5.
Oh no! Wait, is that an M or a W?
That's an M. That's
Five.
it's your turn.
Mother.
4. Nice. You guys got through them all.
Woo!
Let's
Caleb, you stink.
go. Dude, I just completely panicked.
Dude,
that was so
hard,
hard.
man.
I haven't lost once yet.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
Woo!
Last one. We're gonna make it really challenging.
Man.
Let's first rule. Can't be anything we've already used on
Okay.
either of the other
No
ones.
way.
Oh yeah. Okay. And let's go. I suppose just the best way to do it is just be New Testament. New Testament,
Testament.
no repeats
Oh,
from the beginning. This is gonna be so hard.
Okay.
All right.
I'll start since.
Okay, yeah, you'll start it. Ready?
Matthew.
5, 4. Okay, count me down.
5, 4,
Titus.
3. Simon.
Nice.
Jesus.
Nice.
5, 4, 3.
Adam.
2.
He's still brought up in the New Testament, even though he's in
Okay.
the Old. He's in Romans. Yep. Nice. Oh, you can't use victory.
Yeah, we already said
used
victory.
it.
Wait,
He's
give
used
him.
it
Give him.
last round. Yeah, yeah,
redemption,
I'll give you 5
redemption,
seconds.
redemption.
5, 4.
Do I have to use the same
No,
one?
you can use a
Letter?
different letter. 5,
Um,
4, 3, 2,
Win?
1.
Is win in the Bible?
Like winning.
Like W-I-N?
Win.
I would argue in the end Jesus wins anyways. Run the race to win, right? Paul definitely brings it up. All right, we're running with it.
It is.
I like it.
Okay.
All right.
2 Corinthians.
So hold on real quick. So the W is out, but the V we still got to get back
Yeah.
in. Okay. You're up. 5.
Isaiah's brought up in the New Testament.
4. Yeah, Jesus quotes him. Fair enough. All right, count on me.
5.
4. Bartholomew. He's one of the disciples. 5, 4,
Rocks.
3. Nice. Even they cry out, right? To Jesus. Very good. All right, Noah, you're up. 5, 4.
Disciple.
Dadgummit, that was literally the one I was gonna do. Okay.
5.
Count me down.
4.
Is L already used?
3.
Dude, it is. What in
2,
the world?
1.
Zephaniah. That's Old Testament. Is it quoted at all?
Yes, it is.
You could have done
Yes.
Zebediah.
Zebediah? I don't think that's real. I
I'm pretty
think
sure
Jesus quotes Zephaniah, right? Am I crazy on that? Like the
Oh.
prophet Zephaniah? Fact check me on it before I cross it out. Wait, did you already use Zephaniah too?
No, he said something. I said Zechariah.
He said
What did you say last round?
the tribe of. It's not. Dang. I'm out. All right, you guys are up. Keep going with
Okay.
Not
it.
in the NKJV.
All good. Don't even worry about it.
That's all you.
All right.
In the Hawaiian Pigeon Bible? I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
no,
don't.
it's got to be explicit for it to count. All right, Chibi, you're up. 5, 4. Nice.
We already said fish.
Oh, you
we
already
said
said
fish.
it.
Redemption.
5,
Redemption.
4, 3,
Just say.
2, 1.
Hogs. Nope, that's not real. That's pigs. It's pigs in the New Testament. Dang it.
There's P right there.
Dang.
No,
I was
lost
gonna
it.
say- I was
Noah,
gonna say
See
Paul.
how many you can get. 5,
Paul.
4. Nice. 5.
Noah's brought up. I'm pretty sure. Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
5,
Okay.
4, 3.
The sons of Korah
2.
also. Oh no, we already said
We already
Korah.
said Korah. 1.
Yeah.
He's out. Dang. All right, listeners.
good. No,
Maybe
you
you,
did good,
yeah, you did
bro.
pretty solid. Perhaps you can beat us. I never
Man.
work that well under pressure. Doggone it.
Man.
I hate.
Um,
It's just a countdown. It's literally the
It's
countdown.
the countdown.
Dude,
If
it's
it was
stressful.
a silent countdown, then I
Maybe
feel
I'd
like
be
we could've
slightly
done
better.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
Mm.
Thanks for tuning in, listeners. We are glad to be back. We should be back and do a bit more of a regular rotation, though we'll see, because there are quite a few things brewing. We're going to do our best to stay maintained on the podcast regularly. Make sure if you have not subscribed or shared this podcast that you do, because got some quality episodes to get caught up on. Also, in case you didn't notice, we did record one episode, or I'm sorry, we did post one discussion from our camp that we went to a couple of weeks ago. It's a testimony with our dear friend Juan Toledo. I posted that on YouTube as a podcast episode. I'm going to try to get the audio up on the other platforms as well, but check that out. It's a good listen. We're going to ultimately get all of our teachings up from the camp, but only that one's going to be in like a podcast episode. The rest will just be their own playlist, but check them out as well. If you got ideas, as always, send them to ccbutthehouse@gmail.com email. And big round of applause for Noah, the GOAT. We got to get him to soccer practice, not practice. All the love. Peace.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
bye. I love you.